bioengineered body parts is a really cool science because it has the potential to fix a lot of issues in the medical field. For example, cancer. If someone has cancer on one of their organs, maybe pancreatic cancer, or if they have kidney disease or anything like that, it would be possible to grow a new healthy organ. And a lot of people think, well, we can transplant and have donors transplant organs. And there is an issue with that because, one, there's a real shortage of donors because when it comes to organs, unless it's something that can replace or regenerate itself, such as a kidney, they're unable to be donated unless someone has died and they're a registered donor. And there's very much a shortage of that right now compared to those who are on a transplant list. And additionally, when there's a transplant, there's a chance that the body will reject the organ because it sees it as something bad and it will send cells to attack it. So with bioengineered body parts, scientists and doctors are able to take stem cells from the person and use them to create that organ, which significantly reduces the chance of the body rejecting it. Bioengineered body parts have grown from tissue engineering, and they've actually been able to do this with rats. They were able to grow a human ear inside of a rat by taking stem cells from a human and using that to create, they kind of call it a skeleton. So you have the skeleton that this cell is able to make an ear. This cell is designed to set up a eye, something like that. And they can break that down and take it to just where it's a cell that can create blank, essentially. And then they can kind of help choose what that cell will be able to grow. They've even done a set of lungs for rats and transplanted that set of lungs into a separate rat, and it has functioned. So that's really cool that there's a possibility that if perfected, this could be used on humans and allow us to grow our own organs. It was interesting to learn about all the ethical issues that come up with bioengineered body parts. The most obvious one being the testing, whether that's preclinical testing or just testing in general, is that how do you determine who is going to be tested on? Is it ethical to do it on rats or other animals? Is it ethical to have somebody give permission to do it? Another ethical issue is figuring out what are the guidelines, like when can this procedure be done? When can someone donate? I actually learned that a lot of current surgical practices are not necessarily FDA approved. They're just determined on an as-need basis by a surgical team. So is this a surgical procedure that would need to be be approved by the FDA to be ethical, or would it be on an as-need basis? There's a lot that goes into bioengineered body parts, and it's only at the very beginning because it's not as developed as it could be. So I'm very excited to see where it goes and where it takes us as a population.